Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Lauren Cielo from Golden Rose Psychic Services.
And I'm Crystal Heinemann of Crystal Sunshine Psychic Services,
And this is the podcast, Metaphysical Q&A.
where we make metaphysics crystal clear.
And golden delicious.
Metaphysical QA is a subscription-based podcast that will shift the way each human views the experiences they're having here on Earth.
Yeah, as professional clairvoyants and teachers, Crystal and I think that we can explain all of your human experience down into easily understood metaphysical terms.
That's right. And our viewers and listeners supply the questions. That's you. If you'd like to submit a question, please visit our website, www.metaphysicalqa.com. It should be right there. Or go to our Facebook page, Metaphysical QA. If we use your questions on a podcast, we'll send you a free reading.
There you go. Well, Crystal, what are the questions for this episode?
So the questions for today are, number one, why do I always know my mom is going to call just seconds before the phone rings? It doesn't happen with other people, just my mom. I think we can relate to this one. That's Sally P. of Alaska. Thanks so much, Sally. All right, question number two. You ready?
Yep.
I've noticed, especially lately, that there are certain people I just can't be around. No matter what, I feel so drained after spending time with them. I love them, but I'm finding it nearly impossible to be in the same room with them for an extended period of time. Is it just me? That's Catherine K. of Oregon. I can relate to this question for sure. And then number three. Why can't I stop thinking about my boyfriend from college? I'm 31 and I'm happily married, but I can't stop wondering about him. That's Melissa from New Orleans. All right. Great questions today. I'm so excited to look into this. So I don't know, Dr. Lauren. I don't know. It looks like our questioners are feeling the effects of mingling with other people's energy. So maybe it's a welcome to the metaphysics of energy mingling.
I love that title. Excellent.
Great.
These questions really show that our audience is very sophisticated. I'll say that. Some of the questions we get, everyone notices that they're having. All humans notice that when one yawns, others are likely to yawn. But the questions that are posed in this episode really show how sensitive and aware the listeners and viewers of MQA really are. So we always run best on our own energy. And from the sounds of these questions, that's not what's happening. It's so easy for clairvoyants like Crystal and I to tell if you're running your own energy. Because if it's not your energy, when we look at you, it won't be a bright, beautiful color. It'll be black. Now, it doesn't mean that you really have black energy in your space, but to us, it looks black because when we read you, we match our energy to you. So everything that we see over there is you, unless it's a void in you. In other words, if I'm clairvoyantly looking at Crystal and she has black in one of her shoulders, well, the energy that's there isn't her. And since I'm focused on her, I can't see what's not her. So, of course, energetic mingling is part of the human experience. But based on these questions, maybe enough is a little too much.
I'm thinking so too.
All right, Crystal. Well, let's get on with our first question.
I'm ready. All right. Okay. Sally P. from Alaska asks, why do I always know my mom is going to call just seconds before the phone rings? It doesn't happen with other people, just my mom. What is going on, Dr. Lauren?
This is a textbook case of running mommy energy, we might say. It's also a good example of energetic cording, especially to the fifth or throat chakra. So let me explain. So you were conceived and gestated and probably raised within a very close proximity to your mother's body, chakras, and aura. So the one energy that you'll always have the hardest time distinguishing between whether it's you or someone else would be your mother energy. And this is why I think it's funny, Crystal, that when a student or client says, "Oh, I've worked all my mother issues," I'm like,
No, we never
no.
finish that.
Yeah, because what we all do is if we had worked through all of our mommy issues, we would jump out of this incarnation, jump into another incarnation with another mother just to do it all again. So this is kind of, again, part of the human experience is to always have a hard time telling our energy from our mothers. So I guess my point is you're most energetically connected to your mother, and you always will be, even when she's not in body anymore. Okay. Now let's talk about energetic cording.
Mhm.
Now, it's really an old way of communication before Homo sapiens could actually speak. So the idea metaphysically is that, let's say that I want Crystal to call me. So if I'm her mother, I might send an energetic cord from my throat chakra all the way over to hers and say, "Call me," right into her communication chakra. So I believe that's probably what's happening in this case. Maybe difficulty between distinguishing between you and your mother, which is totally common. Also, being energetically corded in your throat chakra by your mother when she wants you to call her.
Yeah, that's so good. In the image, of course, I was taking a peek at Sally P as you were talking, and my healing master Sabu, he also gave me the image before I go into some other things, was to talk about the fact that not only are we energetically corded by our mother, we actually have a literal cord when we're born. Our umbilical cord, is corded with our mom. It's the most literal cord you could think of. And even though, so like think of your umbilical cord with your mother, just think of that as your energy cord. It's almost the same thing. It's like we always tend to be connected with our mother. So great answer. And Sally P, I was looking into your energy field, and my healing master wanted me to look at a past life between you and your mom. So I'm taking a peek, and the interesting thing is that what I see is you were actually twins with your mom, and you were very connected. And I put up your body chakras and auras up on my reading screen, and I could see that you actually were corded into your crown chakra with your upper ones, your crown and your throat and your sixth, with your mother, but she was actually your sister, your twin in this lifetime. And somehow you two were separated, and it was of the time where we weren't of the digital age, where you had to send a crow or an owl to communicate, across the globe. I don't know. So it was that time that if you weren't physically in the same geographic area, that you really did not have communication very often. And so the two of you were actually separated, and you weren't able to have that human interaction. And so you two would actually court each other, and that's how you would communicate. You were courted through your crown chakra, which you would send, like, you would kind of know what she was thinking, even though she wasn't geographically close to you. And you always knew when she was thinking of you and wanting to talk to you because you were courted up here. So so that's some past life stuff, just to give you a little insight on your history with your mother there, and why you're so in tune. So but I'm going in and sending my healing master in to heal those cords, making sure they're beneficial for you. Dr. Lauren?
Excellent. Well, let's go on to our second question. All right. So this question comes from Oregon. Catherine, thank you so much. The question is, I've noticed, especially lately, that there's certain people I just don't like to be around. No matter what, I feel so drained after spending time with them. I love them, but I'm finding it nearly impossible to be in the same room with them for extended periods of time. Is it just me?
No, Catherine, it's not just you.
No.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Welcome to my life, and I'm sure Dr. Lauren's as well. Yeah, you know, um, There's a few things that this could be. And the first thing that I'm picking up is really, this is about like, especially any of our viewers here, you're going to kind of tend to be running a higher vibration than a lot of the other world here, a lot of the other folks that are here on this planet. And when Dr. Lauren and I read energies as like higher, if you're running a higher vibration or a lower vibration, it doesn't mean that either one is better than the other. It's just the vibration that you're vibing at. Now, you're running such a high vibration that when you meet with these people, your crown chakra kind of has to lower itself to kind of match the energy of the people or the crowd that you're in. And that actually takes a lot of your energy to bring your vibration down so you could kind of match the crowd, match the people around you. So you're really expelling a lot of that. And then another thing can really be your energy cords. You know, these people are plugging into you. We have these energy cords that plug into our crown, into our chakras, and people could actually, they kind of see your light and they can actually kind of pull energy from you. You know, they're getting some sort of information from you, and it drains you too in that manner. And then there's another thing that what Dr. Lauren and I affectionately call energy whacking. And women are very good at this. um, Men were gifted the ability of strength, physical strength, and women were gifted the ability of great energy whacking, of great emotional strength. And so if maybe it's your girlfriends you're hanging out with, or maybe it's a woman that you're hanging out with, a lot of the times you could just feel energy whacked, that they just threw their energy in your field, and it kind of just takes you back. And it does. It's going to feel that you're almost energetically punched in the face and you were just energy whacked, where it's like, I was enjoying that up until a minute ago, but you know what? Like, my clock is done. My timer is out. Like I have to go. I'm expired. I'm leaving because I'm so drained. And then you get back home and you're like, I'm just so exhausted. I have to take a nap. So those would be my three things. How about you, Dr. Lauren?
Well, when I was looking at Catherine specifically, honey, you're doing it for a certain reason. Now, like I said, usually chords are for communication, right? Like if a student is sitting in front of a teacher, there'll be a crown chakra cord between them because the student's trying to get that information. So the chords are usually so communication can go back and forth. Well, what you're doing, it's not really for communication, it's more for healing. So you are probably like me, and I know probably like Crystal, before we learned some energy tools, we were, energetically mingling with everyone. And I don't know if Crystal feels this way, but most of my friends and girlfriends were healies. They were people who I was flooding with my energy, and they were soaking it right up. So, and that's what's happening with you, my friend. So I'm going to send Anki Yaya, my healing master, to come and work with your higher self and, maybe start to maybe conserve your energy. You know what would be a really good, I don't know, energetic experiment for you? Say no. Oh.
It's okay. And don't feel guilty about it.
That's what I got. I hope that helps you, Catherine.
Excellent. I love that, Dr. Lauren. Thank you. All right. So, question number 3. Are you ready?
I am. Lay it on me.
Okay, this is a good one. So, Melissa from New Orleans, shout out to New Orleans. Why can't I stop thinking about my boyfriend from college? I'm now 31 and I'm happily married, but I just can't stop wondering about him.
All right. Well, it's karma. Okay. Now, we could have brought up karma with the other 2 questions because we all have karma with everyone in our life. But really, a lot of times, these old love relationships, they're from another life. And especially if you turned left and this other person turned right at some point in this life, chances are you still will have energetic cords, common pictures, matching pictures, which you might think of as memories, shared memories. And so when what's happening to you is something is stimulating your energy field, it could be him plugging in. It could be something that reminds you of that shared memory. And in all likelihood, as soon as that happens, you might be courting him right back. So he may be having this feeling as well. Now, the big things about karma, there's three types of relationships or contracts that we'll do with the same people over and over and over and over and over. And like I said, we could have actually used the karma example, especially for the first question, because we have karma with people who create our bodies and with bodies that we create for other people. So parent-child contracts, marriage, right? And then the third big karma creating contract is killing someone, which, of course, I don't think Crystal and I do much anymore, but or many of us that are listening to this podcast.
Not in this lifetime, at least.
But the point is that you'll keep doing those three things with the same souls over and over and over and over and over. So that's what I got.
Oh, that was excellent. I was taking a peek at Melissa, and what I want to do, my healing master is saying, let's go ahead and complete some karma between
let's do that.
Melissa and her ex-boyfriend, since she's happily married. I don't think she's going to mind. So my healing master is going in, and he's actually going to complete karma for you, Melissa. And it's a great technique that we use here. And, we often have clients say, oh my gosh, I'm spending lifetime after lifetime, completing all this karma. And Lauren and I always laugh. We're like, nope, we just send our healing masters in to heal you and to complete it. So Melissa, I would suspect that you're going to continually to be happily married, and your ex-boyfriend isn't going to be popping in there too much now. So we thank you so much for your question. So, all right. Well, I hope that answers all of your questions. And please go to our website, www.metaphysicalqa.com, and click for your free reading over there, all of you. All right. All right. Well, I hope this answers all of your questions. And again, for all of you, please visit our website, www.metaphysicalqa.com, and please click your free reading button. We want to offer you that reading.
Well, Crystal, do you think we've done it?
I do believe we've done it yet again. We've made metaphysics crystal clear
and golden delicious.
Please go to www.metaphysicalqa.com to subscribe and submit your questions. And check me out on crystalsunshine.psychicservices.com.
And check me out at goldenrosepsychicservices.com. Until next time, bye.
Bye for now.
Please hang up and try again.